What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are back at it here with another Career Mode Series episode with Huddersfield Town AFC. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. And you can see in this episode today, starting things off, it is 2 versus 3. We are going up against Newcastle, and it is quite possibly the biggest game of our season so far. We've got a game away versus Newcastle to start. We've got a home match midweek against Villa, and then on the weekend we've got Southampton in the FA Cup. Hopefully we'll be able to play some lesser starting 11 players in that game against Southampton to give our starters a little bit of a breather, although it does look like we have a full week off until we play Brentford in the following episode, and not a lot of games in March as we are coming down to the back end of the season. So a big episode here today. Enough talking for me. Let's go ahead and get into this first game against Newcastle United. On the attack, looking to get something going here down that right-hand side. Played out to Gusto, who plays for Newcastle. Quite interesting. And that was a save from our boy Matty Ryan on Isaac. They've got Mbuemo as well. I might be butchering his name, but man, this Newcastle side is pretty stacked. Let's get a clearance. Sorensen is only able to clear that as far as, I don't even know who that is. It's Anthony Gordon. That doesn't even look like Gordon whatsoever. But he's able to absolutely pound that thing. They've got Dalot as well for Manchester United. So this Newcastle team is certainly formidable. And the clearance by Sorensen out to Gordon and on the volley. Beautifully taken by Gordon as well. And what is Ryan doing? He just needs to stay up. He'll make the save, but right now it's 1-0 Newcastle at St. James Park. Carbonic through the midfield. Looking for somebody. No one's really open. Is Newcastle really playing a decent line? Ooh, Washington is there. Washington with a low driven shot. Not technically taken, but that's how it ended up. And that finds the back of the net here. We're able to tie things up against Newcastle, making it 1-1 as the manager and Dahoud, as well as the rest of the subs, celebrate on the sideline. I'm not too sure who their goalkeeper is. It doesn't look like it's Pope, but kind of a miscommunication on the back line from Dalot, and that looks like that was Scar, or Skriniar, or however you say his name. But we'll take full advantage of that. David Washington slots that into the back of the net to keep his goal form going. It is 1-1 at St. James Park. Washington holding things up a bit. This Poku. We've got Bellingham. Is he going to take a go from deep? Oh my God! That's the goal of the season! Joe Bellingham striking right after Washington is able to tie the game. Joe Bellingham gives us the lead with the double doink into the back of the net, and that was an absolute prayer from Bellingham. I figured we're inside the 18. He has been very hot as of late as well with his goal scoring ability, and this angle is really going to do it some justice on the replay. Doink there, thought it was going to hit the post and come out, but it actually hits the post and goes in. The double doink gives us a 2-1 lead against Newcastle. Got Cassidy working out on the wing. Not too sure why. Bellingham is going to find Boadu. Two-touch effort! And Boadu, on subbed for Washington, is able to bury into the back of the net. And that is a perfect start to this second half to give ourselves a nice little 2-goal cushion. You can see the ball movement. Newcastle really sitting back off of our attacking line. And it gives Boadu enough time to take a 2-touch effort outside of the foot shot. And the goalkeeper not going to stop that one. It is now 3-1 here away from home. Newcastle trying to get this thing back in the 65th minute. Can we hold on in this game? Nicely played ball in, but only as far as their defense. What are we doing on the back line? Isaac is able to get one back as we've got substitutes coming onto the pitch. But that is a big goal for Newcastle to cut the lead in half. Again, not too sure what we were doing in the back line. And again, Ryan coming out with a weird type of save But anytime Isaac is getting the ball inside the box, that close to the 6-yard box, he's most likely going to score. So we've got to stay focused here. It is now 3-2. On the ball. Nicely played. He's decent with the ball in his feet. We've got Bodu. We've got that all the way down to Maida. Captain Maida is going to give us the 2-goal lead back. I'm stuttering as we score the goal as I am absolutely jacked for that one. The Newcastle defense just can't seem to deal with our attacking line, with the midfields coming up, or the midfielders coming up, I should say, and our wingers just doing absolutely brilliant work up top. Maida, Captain Maida, makes it a 4-2 game yet again. Bodu down to Maida. And where's the right back? He's playing way inside, giving Maida all that time and space, and he is going to capitalize on that. We've got our 2-goal lead back away from home. Newcastle dangerously on the attack. We have to bear down defensively. Oh my God, as I say that, Tonali able to get Newcastle back within striking distance to tie this game. And we just can't seem to find a way to play solid defensively. We may need to push our line to be a little bit higher up, as Wolfenden playing super deep. We did user Gomez, and he was kind of beat to the punch there. Tonali, with a powerful shot, is going to beat Ryan yet again. And we are back to a 1-goal game. It is now 4-3. What is going on? Newcastle. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. We were trying to play the ball in the back, and I honestly have no idea what Maida was doing. We have completely thrown this game. I should have just kicked the ball down the pitch. Oh my God, that's going to bite us in the butt. We've got very little time here to try to get down the pitch, but what is Wolfenden doing? Oh, that makes me so mad. It is now 4-4. Little time left to go in this game. I don't even know if we have enough time to get this ball down the pitch to maybe steal this thing. That's a foul. That should be more time. I don't know if a yellow or whatnot. It doesn't matter at this point. I don't want to play it in because we're not going to be able to get that ball in. Saul. From deep. Oh my God, that was a decent shot, but it's over the net. And we throw that game. Oh, we had a 4-2 lead late. Newcastle come all the way back to tie it. That is a 4-4 draw. We've got to gather ourselves as our next game is going to be at home against Villa. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. Carbonic. We haven't really had much this game as Joe Bellingham. Maybe has something to do to change that. Finesse shot, Joe Bellingham. Whoa, apologies for the sneeze on that one. I'll be sure to try to turn down the volume, but holy smokes. He brings me to have to sneeze myself there. Finally, in the back of the net in this game, Joe Bellingham has been on a scoring tear as of late. That POV, not really doing it justice. I was going to take the shot with Washington, but I figured let's get it back to Job, put it on his foot, and he finesses that behind Martinez to give us a 1-0 lead here at the Kirkley Stadium. And Joe Bellingham, are they going to give us how many goals he scored in consecutive matches? They are not, but I can promise you it has been a few. On the attack, he should outpace this player right here. He is not fully. Ooh, Cassidy coming in late. Cassidy! On the almost looking like a chip shot goal. It was not a chip shot. A very weak regular shot from Cassidy is going to catch Martinez and the Villa defensive line off guard there. Off of the counterattack from their attacking corner, we find a way to get it into the back of the net. And you can see he just barely floats that thing right over Cassidy. Barely floats that over Martinez in between the pipes. And our boy Maida celebrating with Cassidy. That is now a 2-0 lead here for the Terriers. Villa dangerously on the attack. They're going to play that thing back. We've got to play smart. And just as I say that, a bending shot in from, I'm not too sure who that is. Watkins celebrating him. They've got Serge Gnabry. Who was this? Palacios? I should know that name, but it looks like keeper was screened. Matty Ryan for a brief second. Unable to get there. That is into the side netting. A beautiful goal by Villa. And our lead is cut into half. It is now 2-1. Travassos on the pitch. We've got David Washington. And he gets his goal to basically shut the Villa fans up, to shut their team up. And it is back to a 2-goal lead. We just cannot take our foot off the gas like we did in the last game against Newcastle. And that is a beautifully placed goal, beautifully placed ball, I should say, for the goal. And Martinez looking to the heavens for something. It is back to a 2-goal lead, 3-1, Huddersfield. Hood on the ball. We're going to find Washington to Sal, who can ice the game. Surely it is ours to lose at this point, or ours to win. It is now 4-1. We do very well to defend against their corner. And a very dangerous effort, but we're able to move it up the pitch, counterattack Villa, and find our way to get that thing in the back of the net. I honestly didn't think that Sal was going to be able to bend this thing around Martinez to keep that into the side netting and not out of play. But he does, and man, that Sal, guys, he comes up clutch time after time. They've got Romero on the back line as well. They all kind of collapsed to Washington, opened the thing up for Sal, and now it's 4-1. And here in stoppage time, we just got to play this a little bit more smart than we did last time with under time left. And here is Wilson. We're going to have a go with Wilson. Why the heck not? As Washington is going to be offsides. That should be the game. One last boot down the pitch should seal the deal. We are not going to throw this one here today, and that is a 4-1 victory in front of the Terrier faithful here at the Kirkley Stadium. A better performance than last game was a solid performance. We just couldn't keep Newcastle from scoring. So another full 4-goal performance heading into the FA Cup match against Southampton. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. Archie Gray's got a ton of time and space in front of him. He's going to take on their defense, and he is absolutely tearing through the midfield. We've got Bamford. Can Bamford get something going on the half volley? And Mr. Bamford able to give us the 1-0 lead off of the opportunist play from our boy Archie Gray, just absolutely flying through the midfield. That was very Declan Rice-esque, if you ask me. But Bamford, from the chip pass out of Archie Gray's feet, is able to bury that using his preferred left foot on the half volley. Goalkeeper didn't have a chance in that one. We've got the 1-0 lead here at Southampton. That's a red. It's got to be a red card, no? Archie Gray taken down from behind. Very dangerous. And it is a straight red card for Southampton. Elvis. I'm not even going to try saying that last name. I will absolutely butcher it, but he is off with a red card. Very dangerous foul on Archie Gray. I'm really hoping he's not injured on the play. That would be a travesty, but it looks like Archie is perfectly fine. We got to look to take advantage of the extra man on the pitch, or off the pitch, I should say. With the turnover, we're going to let it fly. It's going to be auto-blocked. That's okay. We're still on the ball. Southampton playing very high up the pitch, which is going to leave them susceptible to chances like this. As Dahoud, I'm waiting for that nice little overlap, as Saul is going to give us one, but not good enough to get in behind. Dahoud is there. Soft spot. He is down in the box. No foul given, as Southampton, with very little time left in this game. This is going to be a very short highlight package for this game for you guys, because there really hasn't been anything going until maybe the end, and the ref isn't going to give it to Southampton. So a 1-0 victory with a reserve starting 11 here today. A red card for Southampton kind of hampered their ability to do anything in this game on the attack. That is a 1-0 FA Cup victory as well, which sees us through to the next round. But let's go ahead, get back to the main screen, take a look at the standings, and close out this episode. Well, folks, the draw against Newcastle might not have been the worst thing in the world, because it looks like Spurs did drop a game So we are currently level on points with Spurs. We are both 19-4-4, but we do lead them on goal differential. So that is the tiebreaker that sees us atop the Premier League. Rounding out the rest of the top 8, we've got Spurs, Chelsea, Newcastle, rounding out those Champions League spots. United currently sitting in 5th, City 6th, Arsenal 7th, and Crystal Palace in 8th. As we also take a look at the bottom of the table, Leicester, Wolves, and Everton currently occupy the relegation spots, as Leeds, Southampton, Fulham, Aston Villa, and West Ham are on the outside looking to stay out of that relegation battle. And it looks like the two teams that are really in that fight are Southampton, Leeds, with Everton, Wolves, and Leicester. It'd be a shame to see Everton go down in this simulation. That would be absolutely crazy, but I am super happy to see where we are at. We've got games against Brentford. We've got games against Chelsea, which is a 1 versus 3 matchup as it stands right now in the league table in the next episode. And then we have a game against Man U. So we're going to be playing 2 of the top 5 teams in the league in the next episode, and you guys will not want to miss on that. It should be pure drama as we continue to hopefully hoist that Premier League trophy this season and close out this series. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, be sure to drop a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button again if you are new. But that's going to be it for this one, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.